Haram and Ihram. Every valid Ihram must have some part of it that is spent from inside of the Haram and some part of it that's spent outside of the Haram. The Haram is the sacred boundary that surrounds Makkah Mukarramah. So when a person makes Umrah, they come from the miqat, which is outside of the Haram. So the Ihram has sometimes spent outside of the Haram, and then they enter in, so they're sometimes spent inside the Haram. Likewise, a person who is in tamattu, who takes ihram from inside the Masjid al-Haram itself, which is obviously inside the Haram, that person may do so. Why? Because then they will leave to Arafat. Arafat is outside of the Haram. And likewise, then that ihram of tamattu will combine between inside the Haram and outside the Haram. However, if a person is already in Makkah Mukarramah and wishes to make another Umrah, that person has to go outside of the Haram boundary, the closest point of which is a place called Tan'im, traditionally called Tan'im, which is now known popularly as Masjid Aisha. If a person goes on a tour, for example, they have these like bus tours inside Makkah Mukarramah where a person can see the places, the manasik before Hajj starts. If a person goes on such a tour to Arafat, they can also take ihram from there as well for their umrah, as long as they did their initial umrah of entering into, or their initial hajj of entering into the Masjid al-Haram from the outside. But every ihram has to combine with some time within the haram and some time with outside of the haram.